Hello everyone. No one is here yet because I didn't tell anyone I was doing this. But let's get everything started. Oh, some people are here. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do you know who I am? Can everyone hear the lady? So, I thought I would treat you guys today, and I'm going to paint this pumpkin. So, some history on this pumpkin is it's from Target. And if I move my arm, sorry, there's Ethan. So, let's see. Let me move this so I can also see the chat. The chat is very important to me. The chat is the most important thing in the world to me right now. Other than this pumpkin. Okay. Hey everybody. I'm going to paint this pumpkin today. Now, there's some urgency to this pumpkin painting because I told John that my Halloween videos were over, so I would straighten up the house today. And he gets home my time in like an hour and a half. So in 1 hour and 1/2, I'm going to try to paint this pumpkin. Little drama today, and I'll get into it. But my brother won't pick up my calls. So here's our sketch. These are my cats. So, this is Olive, this is Ethan, and this is PB. This is generally how I draw my cats if I have to like leave a note for John or if I'm goofing around. PB is like an all-white cat, and most of her flavor is in her tail. So she just has these two little bits, which aren't exactly accurate. That's definitely what Ethan looks like, and Olive's kind of like up to interpretation. So, I have these guys. This area is the cleanest part of my pumpkin. This area is like ugly and weird. I have this problem where I like the ugly pumpkins because I feel bad for them. So, here's that. So here's my paint situation. I don't have a lot of black. I don't have orange for Olive, so I have yellow. I have a lot of white. And everyone is gonna get a pink nose today. I also have purple and red if I decide to make them witches or blood. I don't think so. Also, so I'm gonna get started on painting this pumpkin, and I'm also gonna try to mine the chat. So I'll be talking to you guys as well. So here are my paintbrushes. And here's a Sharpie, but it's not actually a Sharpie. It's a Skirple. So this is counterfeit. But you know, it's clearly a Skirple, so. So how are you guys? I made a psycho themed pumpkin this year. That's pretty sick. I think I'm going to do Olive first. I hope I have enough paint. I feel like I definitely don't. Ooh, favorite song off Ballads. So Ballads is an album by Joji. We love Joji so much, and he is getting like a lot of mainstream recognition right now, which is pretty nice. I guess Slow Dancing is my favorite song so far because it is the song I've spent the most time with. I like the song he has with Nicki on the 88 Rising Midsummer album. That one's pretty good. I didn't think this through, but I've also had these paints for a long time, and I really need to declutter, so everybody wins today. I doubt this red paint will even come out a little bit. Are you handing out candy or anything? So every year I go home and I trick or treat with my brother, whose age, I don't know, right? This just broke. This ancient artifact just broke. Ew. So I go home and generally trick or treat with my little brother, but that wasn't happening this year. Ew. Gentlemen, my cats are fighting. Like playing. I don't know where to put this. It's gonna be gross. This really just goes to show I'm not painting enough red objects. Or this was on sale for $3 because it was Tress. It's okay, I got a Rachel Ray magazine right here to put that on. So I was supposed to go home and see my freaking brothers, and they've been ghosting me all month. It's really, really sad. It is a sad time for me. Maybe some pink. And then what makes it even sadder is I had a voicemail from my brother right before I set this up. And I was like, oh, good. And it was a freaking butt dial. Can you believe that? I'm coming after him right now. I'm fully committing to coming after him right now. So, yeah, I usually go home, and this year I had this fantasy that I would hand out candy dressed up as Gritty and, like, pull up a beach chair and, like, crack a beer and hand out candy to the children, and that didn't happen. So my neighbor here says that some kids come so we can hand out candy, but it's definitely not like the neighborhood I want it to go to. So, let's see. Where's my reference picture? I want all of them to be in frame. I should have got a pencil. Can you use pencil on pumpkin? Did Picasso use a pencil? Oh no! Alright. So yeah, I was supposed to go home and hang out with my brothers, and that didn't happen. And now they're on my shit list. Because some people don't even have brothers, and I do, and they don't want to hang out. So now I just have to paint this pumpkin. That's so sad. Can we get 10 likes for how sad that is? So these brush strokes are really making it easy to create this like fuzzy olive. Wow. That's remarkable. Maybe I won't even outline these guys like a watercolor tattoo. Did anyone go to any cool parties? Just spam your brothers with Gritty selfies. So I called my grandmom and snitched on them. And my brother told my grandmom that he doesn't check his phone that often. And I'm like, not a good excuse. I told my grandmom, I was like, Grandmom, that's not a good excuse. Don't let him trick you. Because she doesn't know. She takes that as a viable excuse. She's like, oh, you know, he's not on his phone. And I'm like, I am his sister. And I want to hang out more than twice a year on freaking Thanksgiving. So what do you guys do on Thanksgiving anyway? Oh, I want to be dressed up as a juggalo. QandA is dressed up as a juggalo. So here's my olive so far. It's pretty beautiful. So when you cut hair, like, they have the mirrors in front of people at the salon so the stylists can, like, see symmetry. It's not just so you can look at yourself. And I'm just going to use the webcam to help create some symmetry with my olive. He's so many crazy hairs. Maybe he'll come here. Come here, my lad. You don't see Ethan, but he's right here. My friends and I have an all-vegan Friendsgiving every year. They're coming to visit me from my hometown this year. I want to have a Friendsgiving so bad, but every year it's like the only time I'm so popular because my aunt wants me to come over and then my grandmom also wants me to come over. And for the last couple years I've been picking grandmom. And I'm always like, oh, I should have a Friendsgiving for all of the friends who have nowhere to go and, like, aren't from Philly, so they don't have any local community to be in. And then every year, my grandmom's like, you should probably have Thanksgiving with your grandmom. I'm like, okay. You're not wrong. So I think this is a good base for Olive. He got a little bigger than I hoped. I'm going to end up in the dirty part of the pumpkin. Okay, time to lay down Ethan's base. I have a ton of white, so this will be great. Oh no, where's my other brush? Here it is. Let me just dip my whole hair into my palette here. PB is also white, so this will be easy. I'm Canadian, so Thanksgiving already happened, but we always make cabbage rolls. Do you ever think about going to Canada? Do you ever think about just being in Canada? I always think that Canada isn't different from the States. Is that incorrect? It's got to be different. So Ethan is a big boy, so I'm taking very generous strokes. And PB will be definitely in the dirty part of the pumpkin. My fault, little lady. Maybe she'll fit on the other side of Olive. John's gonna come home and be like, hey Amanda, you said you had no clean laundry and all you did was paint this pumpkin. Yep. Every day I think about escaping to Canada. So I got an Instagram ad, and if anyone else got it, definitely sound off so I don't sound crazy. I got an Instagram ad that was like all the benefits of moving to Canada. And I was like, what? Is it only an American thing that we think the Prime Minister is sexy because of, like, American culture? Or is that, like, a Canadian thing, too? So I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever bought tickets for a show and then the show got, like, postponed, but you know that means canceled, so they don't refund your tickets and you have to, like, request the refund? That happened to me today. I got tickets to see Jawbreaker and Lucero. And if you like Lucero, say something in the comments because it's John's favorite band. And I had never heard of them before John. And I feel like I'm pretty hip with music. But yeah, so I got John these tickets to see Lucero. And the concert was postponed with no sign of like a rescheduled date. So that happened to me with Morrissey, but I know Morrissey and I know he's not coming back, so I just quickly got a refund. But I waited that one out. I feel like it's a way for ticket companies to like hope you forget. I don't know though. This month I did see the Gorillas, and it was so much fun. But I'll tell you this, it did kind of destroy the fantasy that, like, Gorillaz was an animated band. Because I was like, it's just that guy. He's right there. And the show didn't sell out, so they upgraded our tickets. It was pretty sick. Like, I felt bad, but... It's crazy to me that people speed down my road. All right, let's check Ethan for symmetry. We learned that today. That's a big boy. I went to Thailand and this Thai guy was like, oh, sexy Canadian Prime Minister. I think someone's talking about Joji. Alright, so I'm going to put PB on the other side of Olive, because that is the clean side of the pumpkin. He's here! Come here! You're so cute! He wants to mess up everything! He already touched the paint! Oh. Honey, no. It's on his nose. The paint is on his nose. What do I do? Come here. Don't lick it. Is this... It's acrylic paint. Hold on. Non-toxic. Boy. I knew he was gonna get in the paint. I didn't know. I'm in the vestibule. There's only one way in. Through me. Alright, now we're going to go for PB. She's a delicate woman, so she has a slim face. Her head is a fraction of the size of Ethan's. She likes to watch Making a Murderer 2 with me. When I put it on, she comes downstairs. And I'll tell you, she likes that lawyer. Both of us do. All month I've been painting my costume and the cats just sit on the paint. Yeah, when I posted that video last year of me painting my costume, Ethan just like rolls in the paint. There's like no usable footage. I talk to my cats a lot. Ugh, they are fluent in English from the amount of speech they receive. Get the paint off your nose. Ew! Now get out. Ethan is in here as well. Welcome to the party, Ethan. He's gonna knock over everything. I found cat paw prints all over my house. Alright, we're going to paint PB. Let me remember what Ethan's looks like. Pretty big. Ethan, why weren't you here a moment ago? That would have really helped me out. PB has just the smallest little head. Just a whisper of a cat. Is this even a cat? Oh my God. So I was supposed to go to a haunted house with my freaking brother as well. We were supposed to go to Fright Factory, which is in Philadelphia. I also went to that Eastern State Penitentiary. And then Mikey from Glam and Gore filmed in Eastern State Penitentiary. And I was like, golly, what if I was here just a few days ago? Could have met the Mikester. I'm supposed to be putting a truck away at work, but you know I got this thing going on. Yes! I love it. I love pumpkins and my cats. And painting a pumpkin instead of doing all of the chores I didn't do all month. And I was like, John, once I post that gritty video, I'll be free to straighten up. And it was a bold-faced lie. Did you see Halloween in theaters? I just saw it yesterday. So we had a bunch of movies we wanted to see, and that was one of them. And we just didn't go to the theaters at all. It was like, I don't know what happened, because I wanted to see A Star Was Born, and I wanted to see it first before I read any reviews about it. And that didn't happen, and then I read reviews about it, and then I didn't want to see it. But I secretly wanted to see it. And that's what happens. I read these reviews that are like, it was corny. And I'm like, oh no, it's going to be corny. Here's PB, she's small. Much smaller than Ethan. Is this too big? Whatever. All right. A sip. I'll have to admit I didn't love it, but mostly because of the way movies are shot nowadays. I don't know what you mean, but I get it. Also, I'm like a little sick of remakes. Have you seen the new Sabrina? Oh my god, I was just about to say something about that. Oh my god, paint on my pants. My pants. I haven't seen the new Sabrina yet, but I keep getting ads for it that startle me when I turn on my Netflix. Alright. I don't have gray, and I don't have much black. So actually, PB Stripes. Let's use our reference photo. PB Stripes are like orange-brown. So let's see if I can manipulate this yellow to turn a little bit orange-brown. I have another red in the basement. Should I go get it? It'll like be worth it. All right. One moment. Sorry to Jacksepticeye you. What did I miss? Looks like Ethan was in the stream. What's on me? All right. I'm rolling up my sleeves for this. So guess who made their appointment to get their back tattoo started? Me. I I haven't said anything about it because I don't want to jinx it. This, like, almost isn't red. It's, like, pink-ish. Its real color is called primary red. That seems suspicious. Alright, I'm going to try to mix up some PB orange. So I made the appointment to get the old back tattoo finished. I hope that works out. I hope I do that. There's also this company in New York that wants me to come. Sorry, Olive is in the blinds. My son. It's really cute. The mailman won't put mail through our slot anymore because the cats wait in the sill. It's kind of annoying. Like, just give me the mail. Olive, no! Baby, get... I'm really scared right now. Honey. You went and messed up my whole sill. Sorry, I'm 400 years old. Stop it. What was I talking about? I can't show you because then you'll see the front of my house, but it's crazy. This company, this like beauty company wants to like give me a facial, like an acne treating kind of like specialized facial. And they've been asking me to come to New York to get it for like 4 or 5 months. And I'm like, oh man, like going to New York makes me nervous, so I don't want to like just go. And now I'm like, should I get this facial after my back tattoo? Like, should I kill 2 birds with 1 stone? In my mind, I'm like, it might make me feel good because I will be soothed. You know what I mean? But I'm also like, or I'll be bleeding, and that'll be rude. I don't know. I'm having like a hard time remembering how much pain I'll be in initially. Like, you get the bruising and like the chills and the sickness and like the need for attention the next day. You know what I mean? What would you guys do? Get the facial first. So I book my tattoo appointment as his first appointment of the day so I can go home. Like right after. And he's taking an appointment like 2 hours later, so I think we're only going to do like my outline. Or the back tattoo is in 2 pieces, so he might just complete 1 piece. Or do the outline of 1 piece, that would be great. At the same time, you were so miserable after your back tattoo, are you really going to want to sit there? No, I don't. But the reason I don't want them facial first is because I haven't seen Mark in a couple months. Maybe like 1 month. I saw him in September. So I don't want to go there and like my face be like bright red and like all my pores open or some shit and just be like, hi, Akira. Like, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, after I get the tattoo, I probably just want sushi and to like fall asleep. So here's PB's first stripe. It's a lot brighter than I thought. I know for a fact I'm like not going to want to get that facial and like I'm not going to do it. It's like it's a nice offer. I feel bad. But yeah, I'm probably going to want to go home and sleep. And this time around, John was being really generous about, not to say that he wasn't initially, but he was like, oh, if you schedule it for a weekend, I'll take you. And I was like, what? You're going to be so bored. You're going to sit there and do what? Sudoku? Like, what? So I felt bad, and then I was, like, talking him out of this really generous offer. I was like, no, you don't want to do that. But we drove to New York on Father's Day. I can't tell you when that is at all. Over the summer, I think. So we drove out there, and it was the first time I'd ever driven to New York in, like, a passenger vehicle. It was pretty... Actually, I was kind of nervous. Because a bus, you're like, I'm in a tank. Passenger vehicle, well, actually, we were in the Bronco, so... And then PB's spot kind of, like, goes up here. It's not really translating. It just looks like I'm stupid. So here's PB. While I have this orange on my brush, I'm going to make some, like, accents on Olive, I believe. What's he look like? Hey! Hey, you! Alright, they're right here. So yeah, now that John has, like, driven to New York, he, like, offered. I would feel bad, though. Do you guys have people come with you for your tattoo appointments? And because, like, I have this relationship with Mark, I don't know. I feel like I would have to, like, make John feel comfortable. I know that sounds really, really rude. Will you be filming the addition to your back tattoo? My phone said you just posted a photo. What? What did I just ask? Do you guys bring people when you get tattooed? I feel like I never have, so, like, I wouldn't need to. But then I told that to John, and he was like, how nice will it be to just get in the car when we're done and go straight home? And I was like, fuck yeah, like, really good. That would feel amazing. So this isn't what Olive looks like at all. This is pretty interpretive. But at the end of the day, Mark doesn't work weekends. Mark actually has a really, really limited schedule. So if you ever want to get tattooed by Mark, I wouldn't wait. You know what I mean? I wouldn't wait to do that. And Olive has some business, like, on his face. And then he's a white chin. Baby! Little one. I'll just do it from memory. And he has, like, some crazy ear fur. I brought people and went with people to get tattoo appointments as long as they're chill. So John, I think, wants to bring his skateboard and go to these, like, legendary New York skate spots. So that sounds really cool to me, in addition to all of this. So, maybe. I would not get the facial at all if John came. I wouldn't do that. So here's the next layer of Olive. Like I said, it's a little interpretive. It's a little crazy. But he's my crazy boy. Alright, now I have to make gray for Ethan. And I'm really not sure how much black I have in here. My boyfriend has come with me for the last 3 tattoos, and every time he says he's fine waiting, but I get stressed out and feel bad knowing he's just sitting there. That's how I think I would feel. But also he offered. Olive has a little white bit on his chin. I'm going to wait for him to dry and then put the white on top of it so it doesn't bleed. So I'm just mixing some gray for Ethan. Ethan has a lot of different grays. And Ethan also has some browns, but I don't generally represent him in that way. I think he's right here. Papa! Hey! Psst. Aww. Alright. Maybe you've answered this before, but is Ethan named after Ethan Klein? So Ethan is named after Ethan Frome, which is a book. Is your whole ear gray? Can I see you? Hey. Psst. Psst. Yeah, the whole ear is gray. So he's named after Ethan Frome, which is a book that you can check out. It's a good book to read in the winter. Then this like goes all the way down. Why was the witch outfit a problem at the salon? So I think Kay just had a problem with it because of it potentially being distracting. But I don't think it's very distracting. If anything, it's like distracting to maybe me because I'm wearing a big old hat. But I don't think so. I think she just wanted me to wear something more subdued. But then that Saturday, one of the assistants wore this sick prosthetic on her face. And that didn't distract anyone. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think that Kay is my new bully. And I don't know how that sits with me. But I was kind of I'm going to come to work and I know one person is going to say something about this, and it ended up being her. I like it. Wearing costumes to work was a lot of fun. So I'm just picking up different grays as I go. It's not really looking too different, but the theory is there. So when I was a kid, my brother and I would go to a different neighborhood to trick or treat. And this one guy used to have the barbecue going, and he would give out hot dogs to the parents. And I always thought that was pretty sick. And I wanted to be that guy. Not give out hot dogs, but be that cool. Do any of you guys hand out candy? It's kind of just the progression of things. You dress up and collect candy. Then you get older than that, and I guess you party. And then when you don't party anymore, you hand out candy. So now I'm just adding some darker pieces. Hey, what do you look like? Psst. What do you look like, baby? Papa. Hey, Ethan. I think this is good. I think this is what he looks like. I think he looks just like this. So, oh my god, it's 2:08. John is coming home. Let's see. chin is so funny. All right, I'm going to do the white for his chin. Just going to... You had to be complicated, Olive. You couldn't just be like everybody. Oh, he's so cute! Stay right like that, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So cute. So cute. Olive is the most detailed cat on here. PB's just like, hi. Hello. Okay. I should have brought like a little cup of water to like, but I didn't do that, so I'm just gonna wipe this. Don't eat this paint. Yes, sit quietly. I think I'm gonna have enough black, everyone. At least to do their features. They're gonna have pink noses, I forgot. Now I'm not sure about their features. I went to Salem last week and it was a mistake. It was too crazy. Definitely sticking to going to the summer. That's so interesting. I saw a bunch of people go to Salem and I saw a bunch of people go to Halloween Town. Where is Halloween Town? Pink noses. Inside of their ears is pink too, but that's too abstract for me. Can't wait tonight, taking the girls out. Oh, I want to trick or treat. I can't believe my brother, like, did me like this. Why? All right. No, it's still gray. I went to Salem on Sunday. It was too crazy. September is the best time to go because you still get the fall vibes with no crazy tourists. That's interesting. I guess I never thought about that. Sir. My fault. When are you two go trick-or-treating? Me and some college friends are wanting to go, but it might be weird. I feel like if you go, like, after hours, you know what I mean? Like, you, like, let all the kids go first, and then you trick-or-treat, maybe, like, people who are, like, trying to get rid of all their candy so they don't eat it. You ever see those people? Maybe that'll be okay. It is a bold move. I'm not sure. All right, I'm just going to go in and do PB's eyes. I'm terrified. Do we want a pink nose? I don't know, but I'm going to do Olive's eyes. John is going to be pissed. He's going to come home and be like, who did this? What does Olive look like? Right. Right. Okay. Oh, shit. Ethan! He's gone. Ethan! Ethan, what's your one eye look like? E! Alright, he's gone. I think it's like right there. A little baby! Salem Center is so small because of ye old narrow carriage streets, so add a bunch of tourists and it's a nightmare, not in a fun way. I never do that. I never thought of going to Salem. But I don't have a passport or a valid ID, so I can't leave. Always Sunny in Philadelphia has ruined my life because oh my god, I usually know all the characters' names. But the one character who's never left Philadelphia and who gets scared to go on vacation with them, like, that's me. It's such a Philly thing, and that show, like, justified it for me, so I'm like, no. Why don't I remember his name? I haven't watched that show in a little while. Charlie. Duh. Charlie Day. Damn. The noses should be pink, but I think they should be black. Oh my god! This pumpkin better never get old. This pumpkin has to live forever. The pumpkin at my salon got moldy. I was like, that never happened. Something very terrible went wrong. I had my pumpkin last year until like January. Someone hexed that pumpkin. So I'm just using my one hand to steady. I think that's a hairstylist trick. I'm using every skill I know in order to paint these pumpkins. Are we putting whiskers on these? Olive looks crazy. Show the nose! Look at it! What time is it? Okay, by like 2:45 I have to cut this because one, I'm at the front door, so John will just open this into all this shit. PB has the biggest nose, little stinker. Whiskers? Good vegan food should get her out of Philly. We did go to Baltimore on Sunday and I got some choice food. We were at a restaurant and this girl kept like pointing to me and stuff. And John was like, that girl knows you're Quicken. And I was like, she'll come over here and talk to me then. And then she never did. It felt worse. Ooh, white whiskers. Should I write like Halloween bitches on here? Ethan is so funny. I think I could outline these. I think that's my idea of some good art. Glitter paint whiskers. I am working with a limited range. I do have purple. No going back now. Unless I draw Ethan with a little hat. Dude, the whiskers. I live. Touch PB. Give them fangs. I wish. I don't want them to be scary. I want them to be my little babies. Ooh, Frankenstein bolt. Damn. Today's the last day of Halloween, though, so I feel like these are untunnable children of mine. This is a fall pumpkin and not a scary pumpkin. This is my Thanksgiving pumpkin. And it's never leaving my sight. So this might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like Halloween didn't like pop off this year on YouTube. Like, if you guys are like YouTube people, like YouTube is the content that you consume and your favorite YouTubers and stuff, this is a one-way street. Do you feel like it didn't pop off this year? I remember like absolutely living for like Nicole Guerrero's Halloween tutorials, and I didn't watch a single one this year. That's so sad. Smash like if that's the saddest thing you've ever heard. Yeah, there weren't many tutorials. Yeah, content. I don't want to say content is lacking. I know I just posted something on my Instagram about it, but all right, I'm going to pop off. I just feel like YouTube is favoring like Hollywood content creators like Kevin Hart and The Rock and stuff like that, and really taking away the focus from indie creators. And I use the word indie just to like represent the opposite of The Rock. Like, what's the opposite of The Rock? And it's kind of a huge bummer because it's YouTubers like that that made the platform valuable. You know what I mean? So when my own subscribers are like, I didn't see your video, or like, I have more subscribers now and my views are just like shit. I don't know, someone posted something on Twitter today that was like, it's confirmed that YouTube has too much content, so they don't know like what to recommend to people anymore. Gentle strokes for my pumpkin boy. He lives and he dies by the pumpkin. The most gentle strokes for my pumpkin boy. He is but a boy on a pumpkin.
Yep.
I had no idea famous Hollywood people made YouTube videos. I feel like policies are depressing as fuck lately and everyone's over life. I have terrible recommendations. It's so hard to browse here. I feel like Instagram had some good posts, but I would rather watch a tutorial than look at a pic or a speed up 30-second video. I don't care about recommendations. I just want to see all the people I subscribe to. Do you watch Kennedy Walsh? No. I found your channel through vigorous recommendations. It used to work at one time. What changed? I only watch Quicken videos and Dr. Phil clips. Yo! I'm glad for recommendations because it showed me your channel. Oh, bless. Yeah, I don't know. I get scared. About YouTube. So now I am painting Olive's fur. Ethan is done. And this is posing a challenge for me. Also, everything is flat. There's no shadows in this world. Can we get more lives? I'm living for this. So, my manager, my YouTube partner manager, comes for free. She said that I should create a channel just for my lives because people who sub don't like some people don't like that I post these live videos. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, well, that's a lot of work. So I kind of just phase these live videos out. I need a wetter brush. I need more product. All right, cool. Seems unnecessary. Yeah. I think that, I don't know. YouTubers used to have, having a few channels used to be, that shit. And I think it would help for discoverability as well, because it's, 2 channels, 2 chains. But my whole thing is I don't like to cheat the algorithm, you know what I mean? And it makes me really pessimistic, and cheating the algorithm on Instagram seems unfair, but it's also the only way to make your stuff work. And if you have more people watching, then that works out to your favor. So you would be crazy not to cheat the algorithm, but I don't want to, so then it just turns into this whole thing. Olive's fur. He's just my little lion boy. And that's all it really is. He's a lion boy, and I love him. I'm not even steadying my hand at this point. This is just straight calligraphy here. So many boys. But yeah, I feel like Halloween content didn't really pop off this year. But maybe it's all been done before, you know? Maybe people don't care about 70 last minute Halloween costume videos anymore. I do. I care. It's definitely interesting. I'll read different things on like why Graveyard Girl's audience isn't interested anymore. And somebody said that her audience like grew up. And I think that's kind of interesting to take note of, that like trends on YouTube are definitely shifting because the core audience like is different. So all the people who really liked YouTube videos 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and who have stayed on the platform like as viewers, I think it's pretty interesting that now like there's a certain type of video that they gravitate towards, and that content creators making the same content that they always made like isn't good enough anymore. I definitely want to understand what videos those people would be more interested in. So I could capitalize off of it. JK. But it is an interesting thing. But I don't get her videos in my feed anymore either. He's just a funny guy. Just the funniest guy I've ever met. My Halloween content was rewatching your Halloween playlist. Praise be. Alright, it's 2:30. We had to fly through this PB. Fuck. I messed her up. I need like one of those pottery things that spin so I can show you guys what's up. Everywhere I look, boys. Everywhere I turn, boys. Even in the air, boys. Up to give a scare, boys. I think about that video you made about Kmart a lot. Everyone hated that video. My YouTube manager was like, and then you have this video. I was like, don't tell me about it. I was about to say something stupid, like, I can't tell if people like those videos because there's no views on it, but that kind of answers your own question. One thing I know for certain is I really like Ariana Grande. And I hope she's having a good Halloween. Alright, PB's outline is the worst. But she'll never see this pumpkin because she's sleeping in my bed. The Kmart video was a legend and I watched it twice. Yeah, I love stuff like that. And I have a video that's like 100 years old where we explore this like honeymoon resort. I don't know what like the full legality is of exploring these abandoned places. There's some like abandoned place YouTubers that I follow and they don't monetize their videos. So to me that kind of seems like YouTube maybe recognizes that it's illegal. But always cool. Here's PB, little coffee hands down here. I think that Olive needs whiskers because he kind of looks a little crazy. He looks a little hard to tame. Oh, there's Ethan. Did we forget? Should we, like, outline Ethan's... Then we have to outline everybody's thing. Olive, where do your whiskers start? My hair is brown. You went to a couples resort? I have so many questions. The one outside of Philly? Technically it is outside of Philly, but it was around 4 hours away, so if there's a different one that is not 4 hours away, then I didn't go to that one. Oh, he's a whisker boy. I just love my cats. I just want to raise my cats in Philadelphia. Olive looks crazy. He looks like a tiger, and that's I guess that's right. I want to have this pumpkin on the front step when John comes home and not say anything about it at all. Just like welcome home. I guess. Very intrigued by the martini glass bathtub, but freaked out by the reviews. Oh my god, 10 more minutes. I gotta focus, guys. These whiskers are awful. I should have never. So there's this artist studio space in Philadelphia called Cherry Street Pier, where it's like there's studio workspaces that are like all in glass, and people can go to the pier and look at the people, and they have an opening for one more person. And I kind of thought about it for all of 2 seconds and then started doing something else. And then Kay and her client like called me over, and they were like, you should really get a space at Cherry Street Pier. But I don't know. Like, being a YouTuber, one, like, trapped in glass, and most of what I do is editing, so I would just be hunched over a computer like, does this entertain you? Do you like this budget-friendly Casey Neistat? I'm just gonna give Ethan little whiskers. That's where we went wrong with Olive. Although I want those whiskers to be like out here, like just like a children's picture of Ethan, just like a Target t-shirt kind of Ethan. You know what? I thought there would at least be some fan art of Quicken dressed up as Gritty. I don't think people understood Gritty. I think people were afraid. Afraid of falling in love. But that video was so fun to make. It's like always really fun to get John involved. And I think he got really into it. So we went to like the Rocky Steps to film. And it was so tame. And I was like, in my mind I was like, this isn't good enough, but like, you know, John's helping me. I really don't want to be rude. And then John was like, we should just go to like some deserted area and like Gritty's a crazy person. And I was like, that's how I felt. Because this whole time I was like, this is really tame. Gritty is a crazy beast. So we went to like this old pier next to an abandoned factory, I'm not lying, and just like filmed all that Gritty stuff, and it was crazy. literally watching this at Reanimator and eating $8 avocado toast. Which Reanimator? Because I used to be a regular there. Hello to my baristas. I went to the Reanimator Halloween party 2 years ago, and it was one of the best parties I've ever been to. Reanimator is a coffee shop. Love your tattoo videos. Keep being awesome. Thank you. I just got here, but I'm all for Target t-shirt Ethan. Yes, he's a very subdue boy. Time for PB's moment. We don't have time. We just gotta give it to her. There's no time for steady hands. This bitch she's gotta go. Whew. Ring-a-ding-ding. PB is that bitch. Okay. Well, that has been me painting my children for the pumpkin. PB looks like Hello Kitty. Uh-oh. Demonetized. I forget what Hello Kitty looks like. But I'm proud of her, and I trust her, and I know that she's trying her best. Tell us what John says about the pumpkin. I really just want to put it somewhere and not talk about it and kind of act like it's been this way for a long time. It's really not fair that I do stuff like that to John because he has a little hard time with memory. So it's often not even a prank. It just becomes the written history. And then I'm like, I didn't get a laugh out of this. They look amazing. I think Ethan should have been in the middle. That was kind of like my original idea, but I went too big with Olive, who is the smallest cat. I just love him. I just love everything about him. I also have this like little thing of pink that I never even touched. My babies, my little babies. I'll use this pink. Oh, there was black on my brush. What have I done? Oh, it's kind of purple now. The dirty side of the pumpkin. I don't have much time, guys. What's going on? Okay. There she is, Halloween 2018. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for always being here and being on this channel, and your support is awesome. Last year I made 16 videos for October, and this year I only made 8, so half, but your support has been awesome, and I love making content for you guys. Sorry if any of the talk about YouTube seemed discouraging to you as a viewer. I definitely don't mean that. I definitely don't mean it to discourage you, but I do want to, just understand how things work so I can be a better creator, and that's always my goal. So always feedback from you guys is awesome about what you like and what, how you are as a viewer. I'm sorry that was hard. I only picked it up with 2 fingers. Anyway. So thank you. Thank you for always being here and watching this lovely video. Thanks to anyone who used the super chat and anyone who was gritty for Halloween. So let's unveil our pumpkin. Here's E. Olive. This pumpkin just almost hit this wall. Olive. And Ponyboy herself. Great job, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm a clapper. We went on a trolley tour on Sunday, and John, me, and somebody's father were the only people on the trolley, and I started clapping and no one else did, but they work hard. They work hard to give those tours. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I will post a picture of this pumpkin on my Instagram tonight. You can follow me on Instagram at QuietCoolKid. Spelled out. That will be me. If you're new, say something about it. If you were in this live stream, definitely leave an emoji on one of my photos. And I love you so much. Okay. John, I'm 1 minute over. So I love you guys. Bye.